Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about affordable bags. So this is my pick of the best bags under $250 at the moment. I've been meaning to do a video on this for a while, but nothing was really catching my eye. And then my mum got a new bag, which was priced at $225, I think. And I was blown away with how gorgeous it was. So that kind of inspired me to look for other bags under the $250 price mark. And I found some great styles. And I have a whole mix of different styles here. So I have tote bags that you'll be able to use for years. I have cute summer styles. I have event clutches, a little bit of everything. But even if nothing here catches your eye, at the end, I'm also going to be sharing some tips of what to look out for and also what to be wary of that might be indicative of not great quality. So even if you don't like the bags I'm showing here today, hopefully that will arm you with some good information to go out there and make a good bag buying decision. So I hope you guys enjoy this and find it useful, and let's get started. So the first bag I wanted to mention was this BP tote, and this is priced at $48 or $49, I think, which is an absolute steal. And this is faux leather. It's this beautiful kind of, it's like a minty seafoam blue-green kind of color. Really, really pretty. It also has a contrasting lining as well, so you do get that kind of jewel color. Really lovely. You get a pouch on the inside also, and apart from that, it's just a big old roomy tote. So there are no kind of pockets or anything like that, but this was priced so well, I thought, and for faux leather, it's actually unbelievably good quality, and it feels so nice. It really mimics that kind of pebbled grain leather, which I love so much. For me, that's my favorite kind of texture of leather, just because I think it looks the nicest, I think it wears really well, and I just really enjoy it. And this does that really, really well. Sometimes a lot of faux leather can be very stiff, very plasticky feeling. That isn't the case with this at all. If you told me it was leather, I would believe you, because they've just nailed the texture and the finish on this. So I love this. It has fantastic reviews as well, so I'm clearly not the only one who's impressed by it. It does close with a magnetic closure as well, which is a nice, quite high quality detail as well, I think. So if you were worried about security, this is a nice little added feature. And overall, for the price, I just don't think you're going to be able to do much better than this. So very, very impressed with this. I do have another tote bag that I'm going to be showing later, which is a less good example of faux leather, but this one I felt nailed it. I think it's a really, really lovely option. Next up is a box clutch. I'm going to have to hold it a certain way because otherwise you're not going to be able to see it because of the light, but how beautiful is that? It's this absolutely stunning box clutch design. I love a box clutch for a fancy dinner, evening out, something like that, because they're just so elegant and almost like jewelry to me. And I thought this was such a lovely example. It has this stunning pearly pink finish, but it also has this rose gold geometric design all over. This comes in two other colors, but I was obviously drawn to the pink, and I thought this was the loveliest thing. The only thing is that the clutch is a little bit tricky to open, but you do have to just kind of pull it a little bit. But it has a black fabric lining, and then you do have a gold chain as well. So if you wanted to be hands-free, that's an option as well. It isn't the heaviest clutch, but for me, that's just a bonus because I do have two more kind of fancy pants box clutches, one from Sophia Webster and one from Jimmy Choo. And yes, they're beautiful and they feel really great quality, but they're also very heavy. So it doesn't make for the most comfortable experience. You know, they are quite heavy to hold. And even though I love them and they are stunning, they're definitely more kind of nice to look at than actually practical to use, whereas this is a nice weight. It's not so light that you feel like you're just carrying, you know, a very cheap item, but at the same time it's not so heavy that it's going to be an uncomfortable carrying experience. So I feel like this nails it. It's under $100, and especially when it comes to things like clutches, I always think that unless you go to a ton of events, it doesn't really make sense to spend a ton of money on one. So this is a really nice option which still looks and feels very luxurious and pretty, makes a statement, but also doesn't break the bank. And now for the bag that actually inspired this video. This is the one that my mum got, and I want to be careful with it because it's brand new and I don't want to mark up her new bag, but this is the Kate Spade Moly tote, and I have seen these online, but I never actually saw one in person. And I was really, really shocked with how beautiful it was, especially for the price. And you guys know I'm a huge fan of the Tory Burch Perry totes, but they are priced over $100 more. So they retail for about $350, $375, I think, whereas this comes in at $225. And you know, I do feel like the Tory Burch Perry totes are very, very good quality, and I will always be a fan of them. But considering the price difference, this is a great deal. It's absolutely lovely to look at. The leather is so nice as well. And when I saw it online, I thought it might be the kind of rigid Saffiano leather, but it's not. And I've not really felt leather like this before. It's kind of the pebbled grain leather, but it's more stiff than that. So it stays up without any issue. It's very, very lightweight as well, which is great. The leather is more on the thin side because of how lightweight it is, but I don't see any issues with kind of it falling apart or construction or anything like that. So no concerns for me there. And then on the inside, it is just this kind of raw, I'm not sure if it's suede or microfiber. It's this kind of raw lining, and then you do have a pouch, which is beautiful quality as well. Really soft, smushy leather, just so lovely. This is in the navy, obviously, and it has the Kate Spade logo there, which I love the fact they've introduced this to their bags now. I think it's so fun. They also have a stamp on the back as well with Kate Spade New York. So you do get that dual logo effect. This comes in a few different colors. It comes in a pink, a white, and a few other colors. I'm not gonna remember them all, but I think the navy is stunning. I love the color choice she made. And how pretty is this? Just such a lovely example, and under $250, I think it's a really, really great deal. So very, very impressed with this. I think it's a lovely quality tote. Next up is a canvas tote, and I don't usually talk canvas totes on my channel, but I wanted to include this because one, I think it's absolutely adorable, and two, it's for a great cause. So this is by Feed. If you're not familiar with Feed, it was set up by Lauren Bush, and its mission is to basically feed people. So every time you buy something from them, it helps to feed children in need. So this tote bag, every time you purchase one, you also buy 10 meals for 10 children in need, which is a wonderful thing to support, I think. And the tote bag is also cute as a button. This one says woman on a mission. You can also get one that says mum on a mission. Very lightweight, but it seems very sturdy as well. And these are just so great for errand running, groceries. You know, you're also saving on plastic then, so it's a win-win for everyone. And I just think these are so, so great. So as soon as I saw this, I knew I wanted to get it. I love the logo, I love the mission, just all good things. And I think this was $38 or $39. So a good price and a very, very worthy cause. And next up, I wanted to include this one. This is actually a tote that I got for my friend, and my friend has just the best, kind of most chic French girl style. She's all about the kind of long maxi skirts and mini dresses, and she just dresses so well, and she loves things like this. And so I saw it, instantly thought of her, and I thought it was so beautiful. This one was also under $100, and obviously this isn't, you know, a huge leather tote or anything like that, but it does seem to be very well made for this kind of bag, and it's just very on trend with the kind of raffia basket bag style. Obviously it's not a basket bag, but it does definitely have that look. It's this beautiful kind of natural weave, but it also has this metallic thread running through as well, so it gives it just that little bit extra. And then you also have the lining on the inside, and you have pockets on either side as well. So nice and practical, great for every day, great for just summer days out. Again, errand running if you wanted to, and especially if you just wanted something that was a little bit more seasonal than your average, you know, canvas or leather tote. You wanted something that would look cute with midi dresses, with summer dresses. I think this is a really nice option. So hopefully she will like it too, but I was really impressed with this, and I thought it was just such a lovely style. Next up is a style which I don't actually have here with me, but I wanted to include it because I saw this in store and I thought it was the cutest thing. So this is a proper little basket bag, and it's in the shape of a circle, so it's like a circle basket bag. This is from Nordstrom's own line, and I was really impressed with the quality. This was under $100, I think, and I do have an example later of a basket bag which isn't such great quality, but this one, as soon as you feel it, it does feel like it's really solidly made. I love the fact that you just open it with a little button closure, which again felt very solid. It doesn't have the biggest capacity, but no basket bags really do because of how rigid they are, but you could fit in your essentials in here. And I think for what it is, which is, you know, just a very cute kind of seasonal summer bag, I thought this was a lovely choice. It'd be so cute with shorts, dresses, anything like that. It did come in two colors, so I saw the pink, but it also came in the natural color as well. And I was very, very impressed with this, especially for the price. So if you were after one of these style bags, you know, I do have some from Ulla Johnson, which I love, but they do still run you a few $100s. So if you wanted to indulge in the style, but you didn't want to spend over $100, I think this is a really lovely choice. And finally, for my last bag pick, I have this beautiful crossbody from Soul Society. This is another one that's faux leather, but again, the quality of it is lovely. If you told me this was leather, I would have believed you because it just has the nicest finish, and it really does look like leather, and it feels like leather too. So I don't know how they managed to make this so realistic, but it is really great. This comes in a few different colors, but I thought this kind of dusky purple was the prettiest. It is a adjustable crossbody as well, so good for a variety of heights. And you have the front compartment with this beautiful kind of laser cut weave design, and on the back you do have another little button pocket, which is magnetic as well. So it's very, very good quality. You do have the zipper in the main bit, and then it actually fits a lot of items as well. Like, look at the capacity. It really is quite large, but again, very light. So if you were after a nice little crossbody that would just go with a whole bunch of outfits, I think this is a lovely, lovely choice. And as soon as you really hold this, I feel like you can tell the quality. Really impressed with this. I just think it's so lovely. And now onto the bags, which I don't think are as great quality, and both of these are from Soul Society. I ordered them specifically for this video, and as soon as I took them out the box, I was very, very underwhelmed. And I have nothing against Soul Society either. The last bag I mentioned was also from them, and I think they did a great job with it. Really beautiful, but these just aren't that great. So the first one was this very cute little basket bag. But honestly, this is the lightest thing. And I do think it's a balancing act between not wanting a very heavy bag that's going to be so heavy that it's uncomfortable to wear, to also not being so lightweight that it's gonna feel very flimsy. So it is a tricky balance to strike, but this goes way too far the other way. It just feels like it's not gonna be able to hold anything because it's so lightweight. Even the fastening, it's just very kind of flimsy. I don't feel like it's going to be easy to get in and out of because it's like barely held together. And this was, I think, $60 or $70. So it certainly wasn't super cheap. And especially when I compare this to the Nordstrom basket bag, which was only, I think, $20 or $30 more. The difference, like, they're just worlds apart in terms of the feel of them. So this is just a really good example of a bag which I just don't think is great quality. Even the faux leather strap, it just feels very plasticky. You can see it's kind of dented in a few places already. And yeah, so this is a big no. So always, I would say, and this is regardless of whether it's a more affordable bag or if it's a designer bag, always pay attention to the weight and the feel, because I do think that your gut tells you a lot when it comes to actually handling something. This instantly felt very, very cheap and just not worth the money at all. And the other bag, which was a bit of a fail, is this tote. And this is just a big old disappointment for me. It looked really great, and weirdly it had pretty positive reviews online, but as soon as I took this out, I thought it instantly looked really, really cheap and just not well made. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it has loads of dents and marks and indentations on the front. And for me, that's automatically a big warning sign, especially when it comes to faux leather bags, because sometimes when you get a leather bag, you know, it can grow into itself a bit and soften over time. Whereas if you have a faux leather style, that's much less likely to be true. So if it's already looking bad right from the get-go, that's really not a good sign. You know, it should be looking pristine from as soon as you take it out, and that just wasn't the case with this bag. It is lightweight, but that's really the only good thing I have to say about it. The texture isn't very nice. It doesn't feel very nice. It doesn't feel like real leather. I wouldn't believe this is real leather at all, and obviously it's a faux leather style, but I think the texture and the feel does matter, and I just don't think that this is a great buy. And this was actually $20 more than the BP style, which I think really felt great. It had a very nice finish to it, but this just doesn't have a nice texture. So that is another thing to look out for. One, be wary of anything that doesn't look great out of the box, especially if it isn't leather, but also pay attention to the texture and the feel. If it doesn't feel great when you first touch it, it's probably not going to improve with time. So pay attention to texture and finish, and this one definitely wasn't a winner in my book. So that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave links to all the bags I featured down below in the description section, but if you did have any questions for me, then leave me a comment down below. Let me know as well if you found any great bags under the $250 mark. I'd love to hear about it, and I'm sure other people would too. If you enjoyed the video, please do give this a thumbs up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.